Welcome, welcome, peoples, friends, neighbors, all of you great, awesome people. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Yes, I've been working my tail off all day. Uh, you got to wait for the video to see what all happened, but I will tell you this much: I've been working my tail off all day. Uh, excuse me. Um, went out and been working on the shop trying to prepare for this rain. So um, I don't know if you've seen what's going on lately. For those of you that haven't, go check us out. You'll see all the happenings lately. So anyway, let's get to saying hi to everybody. We got Paul from England. What's happening, my brother? Fly over Urban Garden, Miss Ace, and she said I'll be back. And there's the big Italian, my friend Tony. I'm surprised. There's Judy. Okay, hi to Judy. And Miley's Little Adventures, Miss Miley. That was my awesome little shorty there. Who else we got here? Let me see if I can scan down real quick. Uh, we got David Glunt there. Howdy, howdy. Charlene Grady, Brian Wilkerson, and there's Mr. Fisher from Denmark. I love that. Ariel, what's happening, my friend? I got to catch up here, y'all. West House, Brian Wilkerson, Rucker, and Jay. What's happening, Mr. Rucker? That's my buddy Scott. He's up in Jersey, fixing to be an Arkansan or Arkansan, I guess you could say. Kelly Legg, what's happening? There's Mr. Neal. Scanning down, y'all. Bear with me. Marco Torres. I want to say hi to everybody. Bev Wilkerson, Jenny Phillips, Woodsbound, Donald Markham, Rose, Lori Larkin. I think I got everybody that's on the chat here so far. So, what's he saying? 38 days and counting. Uh-oh. Scott's counting down to the big day to move to Arkansas. And of course, he's moving in right at the top of the heat. 38 days. Yep. That's going to be hot. There ain't no doubt about that. Uh, it's actually been kind of chilly here. You know, we went from the 80s at night or 80s during the day, then 60s at night, and then down to like 42, I think was the low this morning. And then or yesterday morning was 40. There's Heavy Duty Life, my big friend Joe, Jennifer Ocean. What's happening? Another Canadian fellow there. So yeah, and now we're expected 3 to 4 days of rain straight, y'all. Just when we thought it was about to dry out here, it ain't gonna happen, y'all. uh, at least they've moved it, so it was supposed to start later on this evening. So now they've moved it to tomorrow morning. So we'll see. You know, I'm hoping that it's not too crazy. You know, like I said, we were just starting to get things dried out to where I could start to move stuff. Went out there and was watching the pond, and surprising enough, you know, I had the pond drained. I dug it down now, you know, all the way down to where it's about 6.5, 7 feet deep in one spot there, and thought, oh man, okay, this is good. Got it all pumped out to where it was sucking the top of the filter, right? So it was sucking air. So get up the next day, only came up a little bit. Well, now it's all the way up to the first shelf in there. That first part of it I dug, it was 3 foot. So, and it hasn't rained. So that gives you any idea. We went out and pulled out, I was working on the shop today. So we pulled out one of these great big old railroad ties they had in there for, I guess they were using it for like a hog breeding pen or something or something. But it's just a little part in the shop had these railroad ties in the ground. Now I could sit and wiggle it around, and I'm thinking, okay, well, this can't be that bad. And trying to get that dog out of there, that wasn't happening. It finally came out, and you'll see in the video, but it was rough. And it just goes to show you how strong them railroad ties really are. Oh, I missed it. What happened, Brian? Everyone. Oh man, I'm sorry, Brian. Man, oh man, I'm real sorry, Brian. Let me put that up there. Yeah, that's man. I get your pain. I promise you, Brian. I do feel your pain there. definitely. You know, I went through that just at Christmas. So yeah, condolences for sure, brother. Oh man, that's that's horrible. Saturday night too. So yeah, it's still way fresh on the brain. I get that, brother. Um, man, it's kind of hard to come back after that one. I mean, as far as like, um, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying, Brian. I got your back, brother. Um, man, that's horrible. Was it something you knew was coming, or was it something that I mean, just out of the blue happened, or what? I have a large stock of railroad ties. Railroad putting in and lifting. Sweet. I left a bunch on my property. I called them. They said I could keep them. Sweet. Yeah. Uh, you know, the railroad used to come over here by Brent's house over here. And so I guess, you know, when they took the railroad out of there, they must have just taken all of that stuff away because there was a few, we found a few of them that were used as an embankment over there. So if you've seen the last video there, you've seen where how far that creek came up at one point. Well, I was digging some of that out, and we found a bunch of them in there, buried in the mud there. Right? I agree, Scott. There's Mr. Liam. What's happening, my friend? Oh man, yeah, that's rough. That's definitely rough. So anyway, Melvin Donnie. Yes, everybody sending prayers to you, Brian. That's awesome. This might help remember all the good times. I agree. You know, and that's the thing about death, y'all. With me is I try not to remember the sad part of it. You know what I mean? Like my daughter passing away. Um, that's going to the funeral and all that stuff. I try my best not to remember that. Um, even when my mom passed away, um, I didn't go to the initial funeral. You know, I didn't want to see her laying in a casket. I didn't want that to be my last memory of her. So I chose to wait until they moved her to Arlington and buried her in Arlington, and then I went to that funeral. To me, that was the proper funeral, and I wanted that to be an honorable memory, so to speak. And so I totally get that whole part of it. So yeah, Brian, definitely just remember the good stuff. Don't dwell on any of the bad stuff. So it's one of those things. And like I said, I try to focus on just the memory of life and not the memory of death. And a lot of times I get it. It's hard, y'all. I really do. It's hard to put your brain wrapped around that and let that go. But it is what it is. You know, all of life is about death. You know, no, they say, like they say, when you come into this thing living, and nobody gets out alive. So, uh, you know, like I said, my mom tried to prepare me from very, very young age. I'm talking about I can remember conversations as early as 3 and 4 years old, you know, about death. Um, and she also, like I said, prepared me for that and told me this is how it's going to be and this is what you need to do to get through it. You know, because people are going to move on. And she told me right then and there, she goes, when I pass away, you take one day, you get that stuff out of your system and you move on. I'll see you again soon. And don't worry about it. I'll be all right. So, you know, I've always kind of kept that to heart. I don't want to see negative, sad things when I think of people or pets. Like, yeah, I agree, Jennifer. I agree. You got to keep that. Don't don't dwell on those. They're going to be there. They're memories. I mean, it's just our brain. We do that. But on the same note, don't dwell on that. Hey, what's happening, Miss Dot? Yeah, I agree, Neil. No funerals. I mean, no open casket funerals anyway. I don't remember that picture in my mind of laying in a casket. You know, when my dad passed away, they cremated him right away, so I didn't have that memory either. And, you know, that's the way I chose to do it. Read your comment, Brian. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it, Brian. You see my comment? No, I didn't, Brian. Right there. Paul. Let me scan up. Bear with me. Okay, there it is. She had a lot of health problems. She had missed a week of dialysis. She had a fluid on her lungs. Oh, and her heart stopped. Oh, man. I'm sorry, brother. You know, well, they say when it's your time, it's your time, you know, and there ain't nothing you can do about that. Lord knows I've survived some pretty nasty stuff in the military. I've survived some pretty nasty stuff outside the military. And, you know, they're like that last wreck, you know, when I hit that semi, I shouldn't be here. You know, I thought it was over with at that point. I remember thinking as I was just about to make impact that this is either going to hurt or I'm not going to get up. And when I came to, I was really shocked that I came to. And, you know, my truck was on the other side of the semi truck, rolling back on into oncoming traffic, head on into oncoming traffic. And all I could think of was, man, somebody's fixing to take me out now that I've made it through this part, you know. And somehow I did. Broke my neck, my back, both my shoulders, my leg. So yeah, I shouldn't be here to right now to this day. So Marco says death is temporary. That's right. It's you know, it's death is only pain for the living, not for the dead. You know. So you keep on going. You move on. Enjoy every little bit of life. I mean, look at our whole journey here as far as YouTube goes, and all of those around us. You know, we've lost now 4 dogs since we've been here in a year. I mean, that's just wrong. You know, and I lost a daughter. You know, and like, wow, it just ain't right. You know what I mean? Just ain't right. But on the same note, what can you do? You know, you move on. Judy says, "Well, Tony and I aren't having funerals." Yep. Yeah, I don't want anybody to remember me that way. You know. Pronounced dead at the scene of your crash in '95. Wow. Yeah, I thought I was gone for sure. I mean, because like I said, when I came to, I remember this guy was out there checking me out, and I told him just I heard somebody yelling that the truck was on fire, and I said, "Look, I used to be a fireman. I'll take that chance. Get me out of this truck. I'm not burning. I'm not burning in this truck. So whatever happens to me, but get me out of this truck." And they got me out and laid me on the ground, and they basically had to carry me because my leg was all messed up, and you know, both my shoulders were broke. So it was like, wow, you know, I couldn't hold on to anybody. I was pretty much dead weight, but they got me on the ground over there and took me to the hospital. And a couple of days later, I woke up all casted up and, you know, straps and neck braces and everything else all over me. But yeah. Then of course my friends have to come up there, and when they finally put me in a room, my friends come up there and take a picture, and I'm all, you know, I got my arms all up like this and everything, and I'm like, well, all right. They want $900 before they even do the cremation, and I don't have any income but my son's check. Oh wow, wow. Well, y'all, let's see if we can't start something and help Brian out there, y'all. Let's see if we can get what do you call it, a GoFundMe or something for Brian. Let's help Brian out. I mean, if everybody pitched in a couple of dollars, it wouldn't be very long, and we could have them services covered for her. Wow, that's crazy, man. All right, Brian. Let's see about doing that. Hello, Miss Kindness. See, is everyone seeing through all of this rain and more to come? Well, I'm hoping so. Like I said, I've been out there working on the shop all day. So anyway, sorry. Let's get back to that real quick. Let's see if we can't get a GoFundMe set up for Brian's wife there, y'all. Um, I'll see if I can't set it up there, and I'll start posting it on my channel, and see if we can't get some help for him there. I'll once I set it up, I'll put the link in there for y'all. GoFundMe takes a cut. If there's a PayPal, people can send direct to family. Yeah, let's. That's what I'm talking about. We'll do something like that. Yeah, because yeah, you're right. GoFundMe does take a nice chunk of that. So let's see if we can do that. Um, they lifted the burn ban here in North Carolina. They just lifted it here too. Cottonwood Ranch. What's up, Raquel? So yeah, we'll do that. I'll set up. I'll set something up this evening or in the morning, and see if we can't get you some help there, Brian. Because that's just, man, that's just crazy. 1,700 something for the cremation. Okay. Well, I think with a little bit of God's, and put all the gods and the great people in this world together, we might be able to help you all out with that. You're welcome, Brian. Let's see what we can do with that. Maybe I can set up like a separate PayPal for that, and then I'll give you access to that, Brian. So that way, that way you can get it directly. Brian, do you have a PayPal account? If you do, then let's put the link up here, and let's see about getting that started right now, and then we'll just start promoting it. Who's about section? I missed that one. There's Gary. What's happening? Washita Pharmacy. Your county, when my nephew passed, his county paid 1,000. All right, there you go. Check out the county around you, and if maybe they'll pitch in on some of that, and then with our help here, maybe we can get you going, Brian. So check it out and see if you've got a PayPal account. If you don't, set one up, and then let's post the link on here. I'll start posting the link for you, and we'll see about getting you some help for that, man. There's Auntie Ann. What's happening, my beautiful friend? What? We always use that beautiful coffee mug. We won from Raquel at Cottonwood Ranch, right? Yeah, I haven't seen Raquel around in a while. So I hear your tractor died. That had to been horrible having to feed all the animals in the wintertime like that. That would have been, yeah, that would have been crazy. Oh man, like I said, I've been going at it since early this morning, y'all. Been working hard. I'm waiting for the rain is not supposed to come in. Like I said, it was supposed to come in tonight, but now they're saying it's not coming in until in the morning. And it was showing like, oh, what was it, 10 o'clock or something in the morning, and then it wasn't showing it like as severe as they thought. Some of the models have got it showing that it's not going to come in here as far and as hard as we thought it was. Cassie's Kitchen Creations wants to know if Brian has a Cash App account. All right. Brian, do you have any of those things? There's Foco Schmidt. If you have any of those kind of things, let's get that link up there for you, man. And we'll get some, let's everybody kick in a couple of bucks and that'll help. We're supposed to have tornadoes tonight over there, Annie. So, okay. Well, that's what they were saying. That's what I was talking about, the models there. Some of the models were showing that a lot of this might even skip over Oklahoma and Arkansas. So let's hope so, because I know you're not too far from my kids out there, over there in Oklahoma. So let's hope, let's skip over that. It's showing now. Let's see, now it's even changed even more. Like, where's it at? Got to be smarter than the toys I'm playing with, y'all. That ain't gonna happen. So they're showing now 15. Let's see, like 46% at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then it drops back down to 31, then 44. So it's not even showing 90% rain until like 11 a.m. tomorrow, and then from there on, it's coming all the way till about 4 o'clock. So you need a big grasses. Yeah, 4 o'clock, and then it's supposed to be sunny again, and then pretty much nothing until like the next day. So we may get away with just some spotty showers through here. Yeah, I agree, Annie Ann. I hope it misses both of us. All right, so let's see. Brian, if you can post it. Brian just sent me a message here. Oh, Brian and Hilda. Okay. Brian and Hilda just sent $50 towards Brian's fund. That is awesome. Thank you, Brian and Hilda. Brian Wilkerson, get me set up those accounts. Set up a PayPal account tonight. As soon as you're done here, set you up a PayPal account, and then send me the link via email, and I will get the link and start posting it on there on every video I put out, from now until the time you get enough cash to make that happen. We Brian and Hilda just just sent $50 right off the bat to get you started. So if everybody could kick in a few bucks for that, that would be awesome. And yes, I will pass that along ASAP. Um, yeah, you're in Broken Arrow. That's right. Yeah, she's not too far from Lawton there. What is that? The major threat for most Arkansas will be heavy flooding rains. Eastern part of the state will be tornadoes. Well, that's what they were saying. We watch the local news in the morning, so I'm hoping that a lot of this is kind of passes all off. How do we get the link from my son's PayPal? Go to PayPal on the computer, and then you'll see up there it says it even tells you there's a link there. It shows you the link there, and then just copy and paste that link. Okay, copy it and put it in the chat here, and then we'll get that going for you. So as soon as you can do that, go, like I said, go on the computer, and it shows as soon as you log into PayPal, or even on your phone. If you're on your phone, go onto the PayPal, and it shows you a link there for it. There's Hopkins Dirty South Homestead. That's awesome. That's a code name for a lost nuclear weapon. So fitting for living here, right? uh, I didn't know that, Paul. I've been to Broken Arrow once. Yep. Yeah, be careful using your son's PayPal. If he receives any kind of check showing a big amount, it could mess up his check. Well, that's true, Lori. So again, just try to set one up. They're not real hard to set up, Brian. Really aren't. There's Sassy Cat. Yes, Sassy Cat. Yes, my mom was in the military, retired, and she is now in Arlington. In fact, if you stand at her gravesite, and remember when the Pentagon was hit by the plane, you can see right there. You can see that spot where it was hit if you're standing facing her headstone. That's where the spot was. In fact, when she passed away, they were still repairing that spot. Um, I wish I knew. I wish I knew how to share that some of the pictures and stuff on here like that. Like uh, some of these other guys, they'll put them up there and put them on there for you, so you can see those pictures. But hey, Gwen, what's happening? But I wish I could show you some of those pictures of when she was buried and all that. Broken Arrow was a movie with John Travolta and Christian Slater about a stolen nuke. Yep. Okay. I do remember seeing that movie, but I didn't realize that's what it was about. There was wow, that was a while back. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely so. Yeah, that was like I said, that was pretty cool. So when my mom passed away, we had this woman. It was kind of funny because my mom had a large influence on the Women's Memorial in Arlington, and I had no idea. So when we got up there, this woman, like kind of a short, stocky little woman, she was escorting us all around Arlington and giving us a full tour and like a private tour. And when she was escorting us into uh, areas that we weren't supposed to be in, that were off to the public, and finally, after her talking about my mom and showing all the things my mom did up there and had a lot of influence with, I was like, okay. So I pulled her off to the side. I said, "Just who the heck are you, anyway?" And how do you know that my mom like that? And she goes, "Well, I'm the general up here, and I run this place, and this is your mom and I were good friends." And I was like, My mom? Are you sure? So yeah, it was pretty cool. Patty, Mary and I have never been married. No. Anyone know the term if nuclear weapon isn't actually lost? No, that I don't. I do not know that one. Share some of them. Share some of that info there, Mr. Tony. Learn some trivial bull, so to speak. If it ain't lost, it's still in the arsenal, right? Oh, I am so thirsty, yo. Mike Birch, what's happening, my friend? Teresa Sissy Everett, hello, hello. So that's an interesting term, um, but anyway, yeah, the whole military thing for my mom was, when she got out, she went to work helping veterans, and she did a lot of work for that, and a lot of the women's memorial up there in Arlington. Like I said, she was a big part of. And if you ever visit up there, you can look for Specialist Sherman up there, and you'll see my mom's pictures up there, and you'll see that she's got a plaque in her name and all that stuff up there. And go say hi. I think that'd be very cool. Let's see who else we got in here. It's windy in Southern California, but Marco, they say it never rains in Southern California. That's the rule. That's what I keep hearing. Contemplating where the heck I went wrong with my coffee addiction. Paul, you got to find something else to do, brother. uh, Bent spear nuclear incident. Yep. Instead of broken arrow, lost, bent spear nuclear incident. Is that what they called it back then? Seems like I remember. I know I remember seeing the movie, um, just because of the whole military thing way back then. But I didn't remember. Like I said, I didn't know it was about a nuclear weapon. Grandfather, hi Gary. Hello from Newfoundland. Just catching your live stream. Gary, give Gary a thumbs up. That's right. Thank you all. I appreciate the thumbs up. We got 154 in here with us. We had 160. Where did you all go? Come back. Don't go away yet. They are out at the chicken coop and kind of tightening things up out there, trying to get it ready for the rain and the storm here that's coming in. So just kind of making sure everything's real secure and all that stuff. And I know she did some modifications to it today. So she's making sure that all that is real tight out there here in Shorty Hour. We pretty much, I think we've got everything kind of tied down. From what they were saying about the whole how bad it was going to be. We're just like, okay. So I was really kind of like really working hard on trying to get everything tightened up, so making sure that nothing went crazy. My mom, I don't remember how many years it was, but for she did quite a while. And she retired. They medically retired her. They broke both of her kneecaps and a couple other little things, so they medically retired her and gave her full benefits and all that stuff. So, and then that, like I said, then after that, she went to work helping veterans and working on that, being involved with that women's memorial up there. And like I said, she did a lot of cool things up there. It sounded painful when I read it the first time. What's that? Right. I know, right? My mom was actually in finance in the military. She was a cook for the first part, and then she went into finance, and then she became a general's secretary. So she was the right hand to a 2 or 3 star general for the longest time until they retired her. And that's when her knees just couldn't take it anymore, and so they retired her. And that's pretty much how I what kind of made me go in there with my mom overall. And then after going to Germany as a teenager with her, I was like, well, yeah, this is definitely what I want to do. I want to try this. Uh, might be moving there. You might be moving where? Here or Virginia? Don't go to Virginia. That place is crazy, man. Yeah, that traffic around DC, anywhere around that traffic is nutty. You wouldn't catch me anywhere within 500 miles of that place. Hey, David Moffett, what's happening, brother? Yeah, I could not do, I could not live anywhere near Arlington. Just going up there for the funeral and getting a motel and everything there, and then try to catch a cab from there to Arlington. That was nutty. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. My grandpa, my dad, and the son were all in the army. Yay! I love veterans. You know, I would if I could do if I had millions of dollars, y'all, I would probably buy about 500 acres and set them up a little city and invite homeless veterans from all over and say, okay, here's your little spot, here's your tiny house. You know what I mean? Live out the rest of your days. Do what you got to do. Jake Hudson, what's happening? In fact, there you go. Jake Hudson, just so y'all know, Jake Hudson is the one that put together the Junk to Gems song. And I have put together, been working all morning. Well, actually, I got up kind of early this morning and did some filming and put together a new intro for the videos now. And I hope y'all like it. But the Junk to Gems song came from Jake Hudson, y'all. So if you want a cool song for your channel, do that. Jake is a pretty special individual. Life's a journey. Yay! Finally made it live. Watch your videos every day and take to heart your advice about doing that thing. Do what you want to do. I agree. Get out of that rat race and just keep on keeping on. I agree. And thank you. I'm glad I inspired you a little bit there. And that, you know, that's what it's all about for me. Just made an account and posted the link. Okay, see if we can get the link. Where's the link at? I don't see it either, Auntie Ann. All right, Brian, see if we can get the link out there. If you get the link, I'll put it up here on the screen and we'll pin it. I'll try to figure out how to pin it, but I'll put it up here at the screen. You hear that, Jake? Everybody's loving your song. I get a lot of people, a lot of compliments on that song, Jake, just so you know. No, kindness. Jake didn't write the song or anything like that. He's like I said, Jake is autistic, so music is his thing. You know, that's one of them things that calms him and keeps him in the chill and the brain. You know, and I think it's so awesome that he does that. And here, I'm going to put that link up there. Everybody, there's the link. So I wish, see, Auntie Ann, can you post it? You can't pin that to the top of the page, can you, for me? Or am I doing this right, Auntie Ann? Any beans to spill? Well, we'll find out after the rain. How about that? See how bad the rain gets. I will tell you the pond is going to be looking like a big J, though. That's the cool thing that's coming up here. Oh, hang on, guys. I got caught up on a cord down here. I'm about to knock stuff over. Bear with me a second here. So anyway, yeah, that's what the plan is for that. So no major beans to spill as of yet, but other than the pond will. All right, I got it. The pond will be a big J, so I'm hoping when I get it done there. I've been doing a lot of research on that. Okay, Auntie Ann's got the link here. Let's see if we can post that up there. There's the link. Okay. So I've been doing a lot of research on natural filtration systems for this pond. So I want to make this a walk-in pond, but I also want to have like a deep spot, you know what I mean? And this one up front here, anyway, a deep spot, so we can still go out there and swim in it and what have you, and you know, and still be able to put some fish in there and I want to see it clear, you know what I mean? I don't want a nasty mud pond like a lot of the ponds I see around here. Unable to the pin at the top. But now that I posted the actual link, you should be able to okay, I'm not sure how to pin that at the top. See, you will need to pin it. Okay, yeah, I got to figure out how to do it. Can I do that from the side? No, I don't want to delete it. Can we star that? No, it didn't do that right either. Okay, trying to figure out how to pin it to the top. Star it that way. Does that do it? Anyway, I'll just put it on the screen there. If y'all can copy and paste that or whatever. In fact, I'm going to copy it now, and then I will put it. Let's see, I will put it. Oh no, I want to show it. Goofball. Told you I got to be smarter than the toys I'm playing with here. Okay. All right. It's not letting me copy that. How can I copy that on here? Told you I got to be smarter than toys I'm playing with. I don't know how to do it. If somebody can tell me how I can pin this to the top of the page, that would be awesome. David Moffat, I have 120 volt pond pump that you can turn into a waterfall looking or spray thing. That's what I want to do. Is I want to build the waterfall. I want to use the rocks around here and the dirt, and I want to build a waterfall off one side of it. The only thing I'll need for that part of it is I'll have to build the filtration system and the pump to pump it back up through there. But then the waterfall I want to build out of rocks, and I'll need the pond liner for all of that. And that way I can put the rocks in there. And, I've got a bunch of big rocks coming from David here soon. So I'll be able to put all that together and make a really cool waterfall out of that whole feature there. It also helps make the pond happen, you know what I mean? And make it keep clear naturally. Like I said, I'd like to get a natural swim pond, filtering naturally. I've been, like I said, reading a lot about the plants he put in it, and the rocks and what have you like that, and minimal sand and what have you. So I'm really looking forward to putting that all together. Big Wave, what's happening? Oh, new comments. For some reason it slowed down on me. There's Reverend Joe. Highlight in chat. What is it? Look for the 3 dots at the end of the comment and the chat, and you should be able to should let you pin it. Okay. All right, see if I can find that real quick. Again. Okay, so there's the 3 dots right there. Nope, all it says is put user in timeout, delete comment, or ban user. We don't want to ban Anti-Ann. Well, I got it up on the front of the screen, so if y'all can figure out how to copy and paste that, I will go back through after the live and I will start putting that link in there. Unless Anti-Ann, unless you can send that to me in a text, and then I can get it off my phone somehow. And to a J shape to celebrate for me and Judy, right? I agree, Judy. I won't put you in timeout. Paul says, "Go on, I dare you." That's too funny. I couldn't do that to Anti-Ann. Hey, there's Miss Ginger. That's my Georgia friend, my homie from Florida, I say. Ginger Snaps, yep. Oh, she's a firecracker. Y'all meet her in person. I'll tell you what, she is just like she is on those lives. And we miss you doing those lives, Ginger, just so you know. Got to get you in there. I'm surprised your other Joe's not in here tonight. I don't know what Joe's doing. Where's he hiding at? But yes, y'all, just so you know, Ginger is just like that on camera as she is in person, and she is a hoot, and absolutely love her to death. Her and Joe both are just awesome folks. All right, so she's saying hi to everyone. Just texted you the link, Gary. Okay, there it is. All right, so I will do that for you, Brian. I will get that link copied and put in here, and I will start posting it on my videos. So for everybody out there, if you're watching the video, I'm going to put that link at each one of the videos, and send what you can. I don't care if it's 50 cents, 10 cents, $1, whatever you can. That would very much, let's help out a fellow man in the world. You know what I mean? And see if we can't get that man some help to get his wife put, rest in peace. So anyway, there's Linda Oki. What's happening? So yeah, like I said, you just everybody, let's pitch in and help a brother out. You know what I mean? That's just the right thing to do. I will be pitching in my little bit as well, and we'll see if we can't get everybody to just kick in a little bit. Put at the top of the chat, just start it. Okay, so I did that, David. I started, so hopefully it's at the top of the chat. I can't see it from this side, so I don't know if it did or not. Right there it says starred. Okay, well, there's the link at the top of the chat, so I guess I did it. So everybody, there's the link there for it. Should be able just to click on the link. It's not letting me do it from this end, not letting me click on the link here, but however that works for everybody, let's do that. Let's help a brother out there. Jonesy, good eye, mate. Nope, it didn't pin, Gary. Okay, so it says I have 2 starred, but I don't know how to do that after that. No, see, it's still telling me them 3 dots are trying to put you in timeout, NTN. We can't do that. Don't work for my account. I only have Zelle. Okay. Well, then, if you only have Zelle or what have you like that, for those of you that we will figure out a way to make that happen. We have a PayPal account as well, and I have Zelle. So if you want to put any of it, send it to me directly. I will make sure Brian gets it because I can forward it over from Zelle to Brian's account, and we'll do it that way. And then copy the link. Yeah, it's not letting me copy it for some reason. In the end, it's like even the pin, or when I even click on that, it just kind of hides it or stars it. So I might have to go back and do that afterwards. But I do have it on my phone now, so I can copy and paste it from my phone, and I know I can go that way and put it on my channel. And like I said, I'll be putting that link up there for everybody for every video from now until he reaches that goal, y'all. And definitely, there's Hiking with Jackie Boy. What's happening? So yeah, definitely, we'll let you know on that one. Anybody wants to help, you can send it directly to me, and I will make sure that it gets forwarded right to his account ASAP. Okay, so see there, it's showing me the link again, Annie Ann. But for some reason I can't copy and paste it. It's not letting me. Like, see, it's letting me show it there, but then I can't copy and paste anything. This must be a StreamYard thing. I don't know. And click on your own 3 dots. You should be able to start in the StreamYard. That's what I've been trying to do in my own 3 dots. Oh, over here on mine. Oh, okay. No, that just says stop mic, edit audio, avatar, and edit name. I would not be knowing. Okay, so it's not letting me do that either. There's Possum Run. What's happening, Mama V? Leo said we got a tornado a quarter mile from our house in 2023. Oh yeah, tornadoes are that's one of the craziest weather phenomena ever. I love weather. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I really do. I mean, I like the storms. I like all that stuff. I don't care for all the damage and destruction it does, but It does fascinate me for some reason, and I think just because of some of the stuff that I've been through in my life. Like when I was real little, we had a tornado come right between our two houses and caved in our basement. Didn't do any damage to either one of the houses, even though they're only about 50 feet apart. No damage to the houses, but it caved in our basement wall. So it like ripped a path of dirt out, caved in the basement wall, and then went through the rest of the neighborhood, and it was crazy. Let's see. That's right, Jennifer. Make sure you still subscribe. Yeah, because for some reason YouTube's been doing that again. Like I started to go up, and then all of a sudden it started to go back down again. And it's like, okay, copy the link from your phone onto the live from your phone. Paste the link when okay, you should be able to pin it there. Let's see if I can do that. Let's see. Copy. You're kidding me, right? I may have to. How can I do that then? I'll figure it out. It's not even letting me copy in the link now. Here, it's just telling me to like it. Uh, select an image for photo emoji. Again, I don't get it. I'll just type it in after the live, though. I will just be able to type it in and put it that way manually, one way or the other. At least I have it on my phone now, so I can find it and do that. Got everything buttoned down. We do as good as it can be. I agree, as good as it can be. Like all the rest of our wood for our door, and that was something somebody else was asking about our door. I have to show you how the door. This is one of them custom doors. Like this thing is solid wood. This thing weighs probably 100 pounds, if not more, 150 pounds. And it had one of the big knobs on it, you know what I mean? So part of the bolt stuff is already in there, and it's like, you know, that part of it's like that long. And so it has to be one of those custom knobs because it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different holes in there. Now it's got the latch part at the top with one hole that's about an inch and a quarter, and then another one down below it that's like 3/4 of an inch, and then it's got 2 of the little or 3 little holes after that for where the thing bolted in. So it's got to be one of those type of deals, or I'm going to have to try and fix this door. And I really don't want to have to go through that. So I would rather just try to find that link. I mean that instead of reading Andy Ann's comment, find a doorknob that fits that. Unfortunately, it didn't come with the knob. It only came was the guts inside that. So so the phone, then log into the live from your phone, paste the link, and then it should be able to pin it. Okay. Boy, Ann, you're asking a lot here now. Excuse me, all it's telling me is I can enter the studio from my phone. I guess I have to go to YouTube. I don't want to waste all that time right this second. It's only a couple of minutes here, and I will just copy get the link somehow copied and put on my page, y'all. Just so you know. All right, why is it doing that? Oh, you ain't supposed to be doing that. Again, got to be smarter than toys I'm playing with. Home, view channel. Let's see if I can do it that way. I will try it this way. Nope. Yeah, I got to study on that one there for a minute. I need some schooling. You can do it after the live. Thank you, Andy. And yeah, I'll have to do that. Click on the link first, and then adjunct to gems. Okay, got it. That's right. Hit that thumbs up for me, and let's get Brian some help over here, y'all. You can copy it here. I've already done it from here. Okay, yeah, for some reason it's not letting me copy it, TC. I don't know why. There won't, like, you can't highlight it or nothing like that and copy it that way. It's just not letting me do it for some reason. I mean, that could be just my computer. All right, so we're getting close to the end. So yes, like Paul said, let's go over there and go check out the Grady's. It's all Grady. Go check them guys out. They're awesome people as well. I would like to meet them one day. You know, we live fairly close, but unfortunately, I haven't been able to get up there to meet him yet. You know, I wanted to meet him at the meetup, but unfortunately, they weren't able to come there. There's Alan Newbay. Yes, Alan, that is the new window. So you see, right about, I want to raise it up to about right there. Even though the dogs love it real low like that, because now the dogs, when they hear something outside, they don't have to run out the dog door right there and go check out what's out there. Now they just walk up and look out, you know, and look around. And they're too funny because they're like way too smart for their own good. Rachel is going to school me on editing and YouTube. Isn't that generous? Yes, it is. I'm gonna get schooled in the bubble tent. Text me your Zelle after the live. I will do that. Definitely, Jennifer. I will definitely do that. So yeah, David says click and copy. Yeah, see, and David, it's not letting me do that. Even on the banner, it won't let me do that. Like I'm trying to do something here, like it's not even letting me copy it that way. Like even right clicking it or nothing like that. It's not letting me do it. I've tried right clicking on the link, and it still won't let me do that. There's Rachel, back to good, over there helping me with today. That was awesome of her. So we got the we got the barn looking pretty good. I can't wait to show you that tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow's video is about the barn, and I'll probably have some of the wetness and see how the pond's doing in there, so as well, so y'all can see how that's doing. So I'm gonna get out there here as soon as we're done with the live tonight. I'm gonna take the camera out there and show you how deep the pond has gotten already. Like when we pulled that 6x6 railroad tie out or 8x8 railroad tie out, Rachel said there was water down inside that hole, so that gives you an idea of the water table around here. Did I see the mud video? I'm Australian. No, I haven't yet, but I will check that out definitely as soon as I'm done here tonight. Radio Jonesy. Hear me calling him Radio Jonesy. I'm reading it. Hello. It's that blonde thing, man. I need my shoulder pads. Jan made it. I made it, Gary. Yay, finally. Only about 52 minutes late. That's all right. You made it, and we still love you, Jan. Jan's another one, y'all. That's a hoot. That girl is a hoot in person as well. So I hope any of y'all ever get a chance to meet her, go meet her, because she's a hoot. Auntie Ann and I agree on something. StreamYard being a crapshoot for moderators, right? I agree. See, I don't know why it's not letting me do that, highlight that or show that or anything. Control C and copy. I know it's not even. I tried to Control C and it still wouldn't let me do that for some reason. Like no matter how I do it on the computer, it's not letting me do it. When I hit Control C, it does zero. It does nothing. And normally that's a good way to copy and paste something is doing that. She loves the skinny wrench. Jennifer, you want a skinny wrench? Are you a moderator? I don't know. I'd have to figure out how to do that too. Let's see. Can I make her a moderator from here? I don't know. Jennifer's awesome though. I know I love Jennifer as well. Let's see. Nope, that's not letting me do that either. Because it's StreamYard. Okay. Yeah, I am on StreamYard, so maybe that's why. I've been wanting to try a live on YouTube itself and see how that goes. So maybe next week I'll do a live through YouTube and see if that works any better, and maybe I can figure that one out better. There's Miss Marla M. What's happening? Yep, not on StreamYard. Okay, so it hit the 3 dots and it shows make Joe a mod. It doesn't do that though. I hit the 3 dots and it just says delete comment, put user in timeout, and ban user. That's all it says. So like I said, I'm going to try it from the other way. Let's see. It says banners, media assets, style, and private chat. Well, see, that ain't right. Yeah, it's not letting me do any of that. So, like I said, YouTube is so easy to use that even the idiots like me could do it. Well, then, Paula, guess what? I'm going to do YouTube then, because if you can use it, then I can use it. But Paul, Paul, you're like, in fact, you know who I haven't seen in a while? Has anybody heard from our info ninja? Um, what's her name? God, I can't remember her name. There's Scotia. What's happening? Would love to talk to Gumby on the phone. Well, Brian, send me an email after this, and I will get you my number for sure. Okay, my email's on there, so send me an email after the live, and I will give you my number. I could never do YouTube. I mean, in general, why not? Kathy B, that's what I thought too. 2 years ago, I never thought in a million years that I could be doing this right now. I promise you. I've been told to start a YouTube channel for years. And I'm like, I don't have a clue on how. I'm looking to navigate YouTube to find stuff that I want to find, let alone, be on here on a regular basis. So, yeah. Cindy, that's it. Cindy Brown. Yeah. I haven't heard from her in a while. Has anybody heard from her? Haven't heard from Drew either. Yeah. Drew's been kind of incognito. Cindy has been incognito. Haven't heard from Drew on the phone or anything. I tried sending him a text the other day, and it just would not go through no matter what I did. I kept trying to do all the things, and it would not go through to him. Let's see. Cindy Brown was on a couple of nights back. Okay. Well, I guess she doesn't come visit us no more. I don't know what happened. That's the info ninja. I like that girl. I had to learn myself using YouTube to learn how to use YouTube. Right? Now, that right there is comedy. Drew's busy on his phone. Yeah, but he's not posting any videos, not answering his phone or nothing. So that makes me wonder what's going on. And of course, I can't get around right now until my truck is done. Although some of the parts did show up today, so that's a good sign. So as soon as this rain is over and I can get that dirt built up a little more over there, I can start putting all that together and get the truck over there and start tearing that thing apart. I am ready to have a truck back. I need to go incognito some too. I agree with you, Reverend Joe. Paul and I will be your link ninjas. There you go. That's awesome. So 2 of the most awesome people in the world right there. Cindy is around. Drew is busy with work and house prep stuff. I know. Like I said, I wish I could get down there to see him, but I can't get around right now. So I'm kind of stuck on the Gemstead for right now. The only place I can go is wherever the backhoe will get me or tow truck will get me. Other than that, yeah, I'm kind of pinned down. Well, if anybody sees Cindy, tell her I said hi, and I wish she would come see us in the live some more. I haven't seen her in a bit. 2 minutes, Paul says. Alan Newby says, I'm a phone call away if you need a truck. I don't know where you're at, Alan. Yeah, right now I need a, is that Alan? Alan, oh, AJ. AJ, yay! That's Alan. That's the guy that hooked us up with the rocks. Now it just dawned on me who you were, Alan. But you don't have a phone. Yeah, I got an e-bike, but man, come on, I can go faster in the tractor and have stereo and AC and heat. You know what I mean? And I can get away with riding that right down the middle of the road. It only does 23 miles an hour, which is about as fast as the bike would go anyway. So. Actually, the bike only does about 18, so I can get 23 out of the backhoe. And guarantee ain't nobody pulling out in front of me. Happy, a great phone call just happened. Oh, yes. All right, so next week, y'all, we are going to have Judy Jules and the Big Italian on a live with us. And they are going to make some announcements, some great big announcements. Actually, we'll probably go live at the same time. I'm not sure how we're going to work that out, but Judy Jules and the Big Italian, be ready for their live. They've got some great big news, y'all, and I can't wait to tell the world. And I know they cannot wait to tell the world either. So that is awesome. All right, so we got last minute. Y'all go check out the Grady's over there, and then go check out Tim over there, our buddy at Ridge Life. All right, so we love y'all. We'll see y'all soon. All right, good night, guys. End the stream. Don't hit the button that says no. Don't do it.